coming forward again, shot from range, and that is stunning! 1 minute added on, it has to be now.
My name is Emma, or Emzii, in the gaming scene. I am a professional esports player, having represented Northern Ireland at the Commonwealth Games. I'm winning a gold medal playing eFootball, and then consecutively representing Great Britain at the European Games and coming second place and bringing them the silver trophy.
That bit of personality and that added bit of flavour that Emzii gives, you know, to just her everyday persona, it is something that translates into the game of eFootball.
I was lucky to interview Emzii a little while back on The Gamers.
Might have heard of the Emzii effect.
She makes sure she owns it. She owns who she is.
To say she was a delight would be an understatement.
She's proud to be who she is.
She's so incredibly positive.
Basically what it is a wave of inspiration.
She's kind of got the makings of a champion and a mindset, right?
In times that I felt a bit insecure about myself, she's just been there for me.
Whenever Emma's gaming, I'm in the other room, so I just leave her to it. But she is so focused, so determined, so competitive.
And Northern Ireland, they are the Commonwealth Esports champions!
Yeah, I grew up in Coleraine, which is a wee small town. It's everyone sort of knows each other, and you know, it's not a lot of opportunity without having to leave Coleraine. So as a kid, I did all the typical, you know, what was expected of a teenage boy. You know, I was in all the sports teams. I played football, I was in the rugby team, cricket team, massive gamer. We always would support my friends at their gigs and stuff. So yeah, I was a bit of a nerd and very lonely and depressed, but I put on a good front. School was interesting because, well, for one, I went to an all-boys school. I don't know, I was bullied a lot in school. I didn't really like it. I knew I left in 5th year. It was a lot of depression. So again, depression from like 14, 15. And then I was engaged to my ex-partner, and I still hadn't come out at this point. So it was my final suit fitting where I basically was trying my suit on myself in the suit store, and I just broke down in the changing room, absolutely paralyzed with fear, crying, feeling lost, and not understanding why. And that night I wrote myself a letter, and it was kind of one of those moments where you're like pulling all the strings, and my brain was just like, well done, you've caught up. So yeah, that's when I came out. You know, I come from a small town. You know, there's people who don't understand what it means to be transgender, don't understand what it means to be gay. You know, there's plenty of people out there who have been lucky enough to live a very sheltered life where, you know, all they know is what their parents are and what their parents have taught them. I really struggled with weight, so I would go to the gym and I would work out, but then my body would start becoming more manly because hormones. And then I'd hate it even more than being overweight, so I would put all the weight back on. I got to the point where I thought I really shouldn't be here. I was drinking myself into a coma every night. One year, my birthday, I was walking in to meet people for a meal, and I was like, I could just step out in front of one of these cars or these buses and this would all be over, and I'd be okay with that. It would be easier than pushing through this. I probably wouldn't be here without gaming, because I wouldn't have had that respite from the crap that went on in my head and the bullying outside of that as well.
Oh, he's behind it. Nice.
Rosenheim! Oh my goodness, this keeper! So Emzii is my gaming tag. I'm just a bit more outgoing, a bit more positive, a bit more sort of not taking any more nonsense. Esports for me is a platform and a stage to, one, compete, because I'm a massively competitive person and I want to win everything I do, but also to perform and put on a show for everyone.
Are you not entertained?
Oh my god, the ears are so big.
And I think esports gives a great platform for your non-traditional, you know, like sporty athlete kids to shine and to really come into their own. It's really hard to explain. It's the most addictive thing I can think of is like that winning mentality.
Let's go! 2 wins in a row, baby!
The more she was playing, the more she was in the zone.
Too fast, too furious. Dzień dobry, hello, and welcome to the European Games Esports Championships 2023. It's great to have you here live from Katowice, Poland.
We're on the stage. Kickoff isn't until 11, so we have an hour and 20. We're gonna have a little bit of practice, aren't we? And chill out for a bit, get some tunes on, and then bring home the goal, baby.
It is this like that. Great Britain advance to the grand final, and Italy, for the first time, in fact, losing a series.
Representing Team GB was a whirlwind, so we got flown over to Poland. I got to compete in Katowice with some of the best players in the world. I got to meet so many cool people, and honestly, it was one of the best experiences of my life, and it's something that, you know, I just feel so incredibly blessed that someone from, you know, a small council estate in Korean can go to represent our entire nation on a global stage. It's just very overwhelming, but like in a good way. The mode of transport is the game, and everyone has it. It's the people that have to go on that to make the journey better, right, and make the journey fun and enjoyable. And the core gaming community, everyone wants the same thing, right? We all want to play games. We all want to feel like we belong, like we fit in, like we have friends and family and a community that we can rely on. So I think overall, it's a positive place.
Okay, we can go back. Okay. I'm going to save. I ran out of coffee. Level 20! Go! Get in, get in, get in, get in! Did I just miss point blank? Yeah. Ooh, this is really pretty. I feel like I spawned in Rivendell.
Yeah, that's the place.
That's so cool.
So there is a cool little like bridgey place.
I'm standing by a fountain with a half-naked lady in it. Oh, hello.
Hello.
I look like I blend right in with this environment, don't I?
Yeah, me too. My trans skin.
So cool. Hi, I'm Psyche. So I've been gaming since I was like 5. It was always kind of like a thing I was really passionate about, but like the biggest thing for me was that like it really helped me find my people. I got bullied in school, and gaming was kind of like a really nice, it was like an escapism, but like in a really good way, if that makes sense. Like it was a way for me to find something that brought me joy and happiness, and also allowed me to form like friendships with people. So it was a really, really huge part of my life, and always has been.
A gaming center opened in Korea when I was a kid, and immediately everyone in that place became like my best friend, because we were all there to play games. We all wanted to play games, the same games. We wanted to be competitive, we wanted to be casual, we wanted to have fun, and yeah, it was a real sense of like belonging. It was great.
We met in a gaming center,
yeah,
and that was amazing. It was a huge part of my life. Whether we were playing in the same room or playing like online when we were at home or whatever, felt like I'd found people that I got along with and who were passionate about the same things as me. And it meant that I kind of lost that isolation feeling that I'd been having before. So it was like a huge deal. It was like a really, I feel like that gaming center was like a really formative part of my life.
Gaming and toxicity almost goes hand in hand, sadly, at this point. And as a woman online, you can never have a bad day. It's always because you're a woman, so you get targeted a lot just for that. And then once they find out you're trans, it's another target on your back.
Have you been targeted online because you're a member of the LGBTQIA+ community? Of course.
And it's disheartening. These individuals down here that are commenting, these are your fellow gamers.
Showing people that there's no one mold that they have to fit, I think is, first of all, a massive advantage in the esports space.
The gaming community is positive, otherwise we wouldn't be here. If it wasn't fun, if it wasn't positive, we wouldn't be doing this.
You know, I think it's very easy to kind of sit back and not worry about it.
It's like you have to prove yourself double. You have to do double the amount of work to prove yourself just because you're a woman.
You know, when you bring people from different backgrounds and different communities into the esports space, you reach out to that space as well.
It's hard not to find yourself in those dangerous waters. When I go online and I engage my community, I try to bring a degree of vulnerability. That's the beauty of having community in the gaming space.
It's why it's important to talk about these things. It's why it's important to feel like there's safe spaces and people that make those places safe. I think Emzii is a great example of that.
It's a tricky one because there's no real reason why people should hate women online or the LGBT community, but they do. And I think in gaming especially, and online in general, you have a keyboard you can hide behind, and you know, the people giving the hate never show who they are, never put themselves out there. They're just trolls. So I think because it's easy, and we're you know, people see it as an easy target to make fun. I'm extremely comfortable now with who I am, especially compared to who I used to be and where I used to be in life. It's just the beginning. Like, I have so many plans outside of just being a professional gamer. Yeah, it's gonna be a big place for me, and knowing that I have the ability to make a difference is mainly what gets me up. Most days it's knowing that if I can just help that one person or just contribute to make one person's day better, then yeah.
With Emma being transgender, you know, it's not easy for Emma, and the amount of hate that Emma gets, but she takes it all in her stride, and she fights for what she believes in, and she fights for everybody else in the community, because Emma will never stop fighting for what she believes in. Never.
There's a lot more women online now putting themselves out there and being themselves. I mean, when I say there's a lot more women out there, I don't mean like there was none before. We're just louder now, and we're not afraid of the hate we're going to get for just being ourselves. And there's a lot more role models out there now.
You do belong here.
It doesn't really matter about your background. It doesn't really matter about your limitations. If you can access a PC or a console, you have a shot.
Being able to create content in this space, being able to go to IRL events.
So gaming and esports have definitely had quite an impact on my life.
One of my best friends, for example, I've met through gaming.
Through gaming, I also met my partner.
You can be anybody who you want to be. You just be yourself at the end of the day, and that's all that matters.
You are important. You are a voice.
Gaming has the power to change your life. It's changed my life. It can change so many people's lives just through sheer acceptance, and it teaches you lifelong skills, how to deal with loss, how to deal with winning, you know, transferable skills, hand-eye coordination.
Ooh, time to bail.
Take it from 4-1 down to 4-4.
Well, I'm nearly dead. I'm being chased by a velociraptor, so...
What is it, Step in Jurassic Park?
I mean, that's why we do this, right? That's why we put ourselves out there, why I put myself out there, why we're making this film, is to show that esports is for everyone. It was always for everyone.